welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will see lesson 1.3 of Maharashtra Board Higher Level English, that is On Wings of Courage. This is a brief biography of an icon of Indian military history. Air Force Marshal Arjan Singh, he will always be remembered as a war hero. He was born on 15 April 1919 in Layalpur, now known as Faisalabad in Pakistan, and completed his education at Montgomery, now known as Sahiwal in Pakistan. His qualifications were he completed his Empire Pilot Training course at RAF Carmel. RAF stands for Royal Air Force. Let's look at some of his great responsibilities. His first assignment was to fly Westland Wapiti biplanes in No. 1 RIAF Squadron. RIAF stands for Royal Indian Air Force. This is an important question. He performed a brief stint in No. 2 RIAF Squadron. Brief stint means a short period of work. He performed a short period of work in No. 2 RIAF Squadron where the Marshal flew against the tribal forces. He later moved back to No. 1 Squadron as flying officer to fly the Hawker Hurricane. I repeat, RIAF stands for Royal Indian Air Force. He was the overall commander of the Joint Air Training Exercise named as Shiksha. He held between IAF, that is Indian Air Force, RAF, that is Royal Air Force, and RAAF, that is Royal Australian Air Force. In 1965, when Pakistan launched its Operation Grand Slam and targeted at the vital town of Akhnur, Singh led IAF, that is Indian Air Force, through the war with courage, determination and professional skill. In 1944, the Marshal had led a squadron against the Japanese during the Arakan campaign, during the crucial Imphal campaign, and assisted the advance of Allied forces to Yangon, formerly known as Rangoon. And because of this feat, in recognition of his feat, Arjan Singh was given the DFC award. It is also an important question, dear students. He led a flypast on August 15, 1947. Immediately after Indian independence, he commanded Ambala in the rank of Group Captain and took over as AOC, that is Air Officer Commanding, of an operational command. On August 1, 1964, Arjan Singh took over the reins of the IAF, that is Indian Air Force, in rank of Air Marshal. After his retirement in 1969, he accepted ambassadorship to Switzerland. He was Lieutenant Governor of Delhi from December 1989 to December 1990. Let's look at his achievements now. He was selected for the Empire Pilot Training Course at RAF Carmel in 1938 at the age of 19. He was promoted to the rank of Squadron Leader in 1944. He led a flypast over the Red Fort on August 15, 1947. He was promoted to rank of Wing Commander. In 1949, he was promoted to the rank of Air Comrade. Singh had the distinction of having the longest tenure as AOC from 1949 to 1952 and 1957 to 1961. He was appointed as Deputy Chief of Air Staff at the end of 1962 war and was appointed as Vice Chief of Air Staff in 1963. He received the rank of Air Marshal on August 1, 1964 and took over the control of IAF. He inspired IAF to victory and successfully led the IAF in 1965 Indo-Pak War. He was promoted as Air Vice Marshal and later was appointed as AOC in C of an operational command. AOC in C refers to Air Officer Commanding in Chief. He was the first Air Chief to keep his flying currency till his CAS rank, that is, up-to-date skills and air flying experience. Till his CAS rank refers to Chief of the Air Staff. He has flown more than 60 different types of aircraft. He was the first and only Air Chief Marshal of the IAF. He was honored with rank of Marshal on Republic Day in 2002. He was the first and only officer of the Indian Air Force IAF to be promoted to 5-star rank as Marshal of the Indian Air Force, equal to the Army of Field Marshal. Singh had also achieved awards. He achieved Distinguished Flying Cross in 1944, that is DFC, Distinguished Flying Cross. He was honored with Padma Vibhushan for his sharp and intelligent leadership of Air Force during the war. So students, we have seen this chapter or this lesson in very short. Let's go to the important posts he held. In Air Force, member of number 1 RIAF, flying officer, squadron leader, wing commander, group captain, air comrade, air officer commanding, air vice marshal, air officer commanding in chief, deputy chief of air staff, vice chief of air staff, chief of air staff, Air Chief Marshal. So many posts he had held. And after retirement, Ambassador to Switzerland and Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. Let's see what his people had to say. His contribution to the IAF is monumental to the least. The IAF grew with him. He was the epitome of military leadership in classical sense, and is therefore not surprising that he was honored with the rank of Air Force Marshal. His most outstanding contribution was during Indo-Pak War in 1965. Here, monumental refers to of great importance, and epitome refers as a perfect example. These lines were said by former Vice Chief of IAF, Kapil Kirk. The then Defense Minister Y.B. Chavan officially praised by writing, Air Marshal Arjan Singh is a jewel of a person, quite efficient and firm, unexcitable but a very able leader. Arjan Singh retired from his service in 1969. In 1944, Arjan Singh held a squadron against the Japanese during the Arakan campaign. He flew close air support missions during the crucial Imphal campaign. He then assisted the advance of the Allied forces to Rangoon. In recognition of his feat, Arjan Singh was given the DFC award. We are looking at the important parts of this lesson. When Arjan Singh took over as Air Marshal, he also took control of the IAF, which was rebuilding itself and gearing up to meet new challenges. It was also one of his most outstanding contributions in IAF because it transformed the IAF into one of the most powerful and effective air forces globally and the fourth biggest in the world. Air Force Marshal Arjan Singh successfully led the IAF during the 1965 Indo-Pak War. He played a major role in the making of IAF one of the most powerful air forces in the world. He was not only a fearless and exceptional pilot, but he also had a deep knowledge of air power, which he applied where necessary. He was the perfect example of military leadership. Marshal of the IAF Arjan Singh passed away on 16 September 2017. His dynamic personality, professional competence, honesty of purpose in his service to the IAF and the country truly sets him apart as a leader and an icon of the Indian Air Force. The nation will remember him. Thank you for watching.